So, if we talk about economics, nothing in this country can move until people understand economics. Everyone should understand how economic works, what is the impact of economics on our lives, and probably that is what we are trying to do, that we are engaging students, faculty, staff, and the paper which are come to engage everyone to understand how country grows and what contribution is required from general public, including the people who are into business or in the workforce. So everyone should start studying economics clearly. Other subjects are important, but nothing can happen in any country until economics is clear.
Start Ecofluence 3.0 is a platform to bring public policy makers, academicians, educationists, students, and everybody involved, dabbled in policy making for discussions, deliberations, dialogue on various topics. Why economics and public policy matters for India in the digital century. We are having multiple sessions here. We are having sessions on developmental economics. We have sessions on the sustainability, special development goals. We have talking about public finance. We are talking about NEP. We are talking about the Viksit Bharat and the global trade stage. We are talking about Karnataka economy. So almost everything is canvassed. So that's something which we love here. Which
a lot of global turmoil is there. So how India is, having policies to tackle this global turmoil. So we'll have, our response to the global turmoil is Atmanirbhar Bharat and Swadeshi kind of thing. So we have to focus on manufacturing sector to improve employment, and also Viksit Bharat doesn't mean only achieving the developed status by 2047. But we should also have inclusive growth, more quality employment, and also sustainability, and also climate resilience. Thank you. For policy purposes also what they're going to discuss, and they have very good scholars coming and giving the lectures here. Yeah. So I think it's a very good thing, and IBA is doing very well. Last 25 years they've achieved so much, and now I wish them all the best for the next 25 years and beyond.
One word of advice for good governments to the youth that is coming around.
The Prime Minister has given call for Viksit Bharat. Yeah. 2047 we should be a developed country, and also we should have inclusive growth and sustainability. Yeah. So these are the Viksit Bharat goals, and then youth play an important role.
The very idea, the concept that you people design, the type of hospitality that you have provided, and the type of lineup of the speakers that you have done, I think each one of these is extraordinary. And I'm sure the students who are attending, they are going to benefit. Rest of their life it will be a memory. I'm very happy. Congratulations. And I wish you good luck for the next 2 days of deliberations. In each one, if I think you're a student, I wish you the best in
today's two events.
This conference covers wide range of topics, the development economics, education, public finance, and Karnataka economy and all. So
are you ready for a $5 trillion economy? I had gone from business school, much younger than what I am today. And I sat up in the chair and said, of course! And he looked in my eyes and said, sorry, Professor Singh. Please remember, I have taken 8 hours to go and be a part of that delegation from Bangalore. And by the way, faculty at Bangalore, your faculty too, is not sitting idle. They don't sleep more than 5 hours. A very, very hectic workload. With the spring in the feet, even their dog is jumping with spring in its feet. It's an achievement. There's a strategy. You have succeeded. There was a passion, there was a mission, there was a vision. He called me from IIM Bangalore. There's a Japanese delegation visiting us. Can you join from IIM Bangalore? The Indian side of the delegation. So I said, going from Bangalore to Delhi takes about 6 hours. From IIM campus to airport is 2 hours. Most of the time we used to miss that flight. Then you take the next flight, 3 hours of flight. Then all years, now I was 53. The Indian delegation, again businessman, and I was one of the members of the Indian delegation sitting at the corner. Deliberations took place, fantastic deliberations. Do you know what Japan is? 1980, it was overtaking America in growth and per capita income. The Americans and the Europeans couldn't believe it. They had to somehow stop Japan from overtaking them. So, Louvre Accord and Plaza Accord were signed. You can Google and see the 2 accords. The 2 accords meant somehow slow down Japan. And then the lost decade, and the lost decade, and the lost decade of Japan happened. Professor from Japan, about 85 years, is sitting in the delegation on the other side. He 13 years late, 78 to 91, we started in 91. You students will benefit the most. I would be probably in my grave. But you are the ones, your passport will carry strength. Now, challenges, and then I'll close with another story. The challenges. If I grow at 10%, which I'm not growing so far, if I grow at 10%, I will add 2,000, my per capita income is 2,880, 10% of that, 288 I'll add to my per capita income every year. If America grows at 1%, which is not growing, it's growing 2 to 3%, but suppose my curse hits America and they grow only at 1%, they will add 1% of 85,000 is 850. They will add in their per capita income every year $850. The gap between them and me will still widen. So, Minister, not born with a silver spoon. He has given the challenge, he has identified the challenge, we have to rise to it. By the way, are we the only country which is thinking with a vision of 100 years? No. The country which is competing very close to us, including the demographic dividend, is Indonesia. Indonesia completes their 100 years in 2045. They have started developed Indonesia, golden Indonesia in 2019. We started in 2025. As he mentioned, we are 13 years later than China. Compared to Indonesia, we are 6 years later. By the way, their per capita income is already higher than us. And they are trying to enter the world of developed country by 2045. So we are not the only one. There is competition even in that vision. And as you students in your classrooms understand, competition is healthy. Competition is not to deter you. Competition is to get the best. Mansi is unbelievable. Such professional support and taking care of the visitors is very impressive. I'm sure, Dr. Jain, your institution, with India becoming Viksit, will also become Viksit. Because you have such mentors and you have such soldiers. You're bound to succeed. Now, my job has been made both easy and difficult because Professor such an excellent overview of the Indian economy. He brings with him the wealth of his experience. He has been at the helm of affairs at various institutions from CSCP to IGIDR, and he's headed the best journal that India can boast of, the Economic and Political Weekly, which has sustained very high standards for a very bed of roses. But how did they grow? They grew through strategy, through passion, through mission, exactly what the Prime Minister today stands for. China and Dr. Mahendra Dev presented a rare chart, his opening chart of
whether you need manufacturing and services. Like my friend Raghuram Rajan says, services are more important. But I feel that both are complementary. I mean, this debate on manufacturing and services, you don't need that kind of debate, because if you see any manufacturing thing, there is some service component. And similarly, service component also manufacturing. So, but in a large country, structural transformation to get 7 to 8% growth. So the government is improving the capital investment, but private sector is the crucial one. So there is no problem now with the twin balance sheet problem for private sector. Corporate sector, Telangana said 3 trillion, and Karnataka also to deliver this lecture. The also give inaugural address at EcoFluence 3.0. I've heard so much about the IBA, and they've done a lot of there are a lot of achievements in the last 25 years, and I wish them all the best for the next 25 and beyond. Let me also congratulate the organizers for here in the conference, and all the students and faculty, staff, and all other participants.